ago, I decided that I would come up with a word for each of the graduating seniors that is indicative of their personality and a really strong trait that they have. And I did that once, and nobody would ever let me not do it again.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck with it. I'm kind of happy about it. So I think about this long and hard. What's a good word to describe that characterizes each of the seniors? So if you don't like your word, I'm sorry. If you don't know what your word means, that's good. That is happening. Okay, so here we go. I thought I saw Chelsea Barrera here earlier. There she is. Okay. I don't know Chelsea that well because Chelsea's a senior and she's a first-year color guard member. And I got to thinking, how many people would do that as a senior, try to engage in an activity that you've never done before and then do it very well? So my word for Chelsea is brave.
Oh.
Chelsea Brave. I've known Sarah for a long, long time.
Yeah.
She's one of Aaron and Elisa's really good friends. And if you don't know Sarah, you should. You aren't going to meet much of a nicer person than Sarah. She takes good care of my daughters. Sarah, my word for Sarah Bellman is caring. Mary Copeland. This was actually hard because Mary's everywhere in the school. She's big in student council. She's big in the student food drive. She's oftentimes the first person to rehearsal and one of the last people to leave. And I think Mary spends most of her time trying to figure out how she can give more to others. My word for Mary is generous. Megan Cully. If you've been around the school a little bit, you know that if there's something that needs to be done in the creative arts, well, Megan probably can do it, and she's going to do it really great. Whether it's sing a song or play a lead in a musical, dance with my son Connor. I did have to say it. Play flute in the band, or elegantly take a prop across the field, and then do color guard for the first time as a senior in a spectacular way. That's all unbelievable, but there's a better reason to have Megan Cully around, and that's the word that I have for her, because she is joyous. Amber Dale. Amber Dale marches and carries trumpet. And we're very proud that she's willing to do that. How many years have you done this? Your second year doing it. And she's just been a great person to have around. And she's just so good to everybody, and she's really reliable. And there's just a sense I have she's just a very decent person. So my word for Amber is decency. Seth Decker, every now and then you have a student in your classroom or in your band that is oftentimes like having another adult in the room. And you all know a side of him that I probably don't see. But this young man says please and thank you and looks you right in the eye when he talks to you. And my word for Seth is gentleman. told you he's up here. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Greg Donnelly. Just take a good look at him. Now here's the thing about Greg. You all should go talk to Greg sometime. Have a conversation with him, because I can guarantee you one thing: you will not be bored.
It's true.
I was at the Metamora competition. I was just sitting down on the floor, and Greg slid right up to me and started rubbing his head with his foot.
Wow.
I don't know why,
Mr. Ramsfield.
but it was delightful. So my word for, look at everybody and tell me I didn't tell you the truth. Personality.
Oh, there you go. Personality plus.
I've given Rachel Enstrom, this is Rachel over there. Wave at everybody, Rachel. Rachel is thinking about trumpet lessons for me for a couple of years now, a 4-year member of the marching band, and she works her tail off. And she told me that, I said, what's your job? She mows lawns. I mean, she mows like a bunch of lawns. How many do you mow in the summer? 10, 15, 20, 100? And babysitting? It's amazing. She's very resourceful, and she really is hardworking. My word for Rachel is diligence. Okay. Eve Kranick. Eve has been in Color Guard 4 years, right? Yeah, it's a really short list of people that can say that they've been in Color Guard for 4 years, and I think the biggest reason is my word for her. Sometimes things happen and you have to pick yourself back up and try again. Eve is full of determination. This next, here's Anthony Greer, and there's a couple things you don't know about Anthony. I've known Anthony since he was 5. Elise would not let me take the picture on the refrigerator when those 2 of them were 5. I really wanted it on that bulletin board. It's going to be there in the spring, I'll tell you. If you watch Anthony conduct, this was the first word I thought of for all the seniors. This came the easiest to me. And you wonder how in the world, he's only been conducting for a little more than a year, but he looks like he's been doing it for 20 years, and he actually thinks about it like a conductor. My word for Anthony, it's maestro. Oh. Holly Gustafson. I've been in the music and creative arts world for longer than I care to tell you all about. And I know many people like Holly. You all probably don't know how wonderful she sings. You all probably don't know how much she listens to music, or absolutely how passionate she is about music. It's second to none, and that's never been lost on me, Holly. She is artistic. Katie Hill, this is fun. Katie Hill, if you hang out with Katie, you're going to have a good time. We know that. And I wish Mrs. McAbee has the color art, so I don't worry too much about her, but I look at her and go, I kind of want to hang out with her. She's full of spunk. That's her word, spunk.